Pannar has been involved in the Santam Agriculture National Silage Competition for a number of years. To talk about their involvement, Kerry Rowland. Kerry, how many years have you been involved?
Yeah, thank you, Lisa. Thanks for having me. Pannar has been submitting entries to this competition for about 8 years, and we've been one of the sponsors for the last 7 years. We found it's definitely a valuable event, and we are very proud to be associated with it.
Now, Pannar focuses very much on selecting perfect hybrids. Would you mind sharing the latest info from your research?
Yes, sure. Of course, the perfect hybrid doesn't exist yet, but we are continuously striving for the improvement of those that we have on offer at Pannar. Our breeding and selection program for maize hybrids is primarily focused on improving the grain yield, and then we also look at agronomic characteristics such as standability, disease tolerance, which is very important, and adaptability of the hybrids. Whilst we don't expressly breed hybrids for silage, we do also consider the new hybrid suitability for silage during our trial evaluation process. Generally, if a hybrid has good agronomic and yield characteristics, that results in a strongly competitive silage variety that can produce high yields of very good quality silage. We also do a number of on-farm silage trials in our main silage production areas to figure out which Pannar hybrids are the best silage options in those areas. And what we found with these trials, that generally the best silage variety in a region is very often the best adapted grain variety in that region.
Any other matters of concern at this stage? Do you have advice for producers?
I think the advice that I'd most readily give to producers is to spend as much time and effort focusing on the effective processing and storage of the silage as they do on the growing stages. Producers need to make sure they don't drop the ball on an excellent crop through poor harvesting and processing methods. The chop size of the silage when harvested should be no bigger than about 2.5 centimeters. And then also the roller mill needs to be crushing the kernels sufficiently. Otherwise, they're not actually adding any starch value to the feed. So producers need to make sure they're checking this during the harvesting process. And then also, very importantly, is the compaction and the wrapping of the silage. That's a very critical element to pay attention to avoid spoilage and losses of the feed.
And that was Kerry Rowland from Pannar, and they've been involved for a number of years in the Santam Agriculture National Silage Competition.
Ready for takeoff.